Hi, my name is Dan Wilcox, and I'm with Lions Light. We provide website solutions to newspapers and magazines. And the reason I'm creating this video is a common question we get asked by newspaper publishers is how do we sync our in-office subscriber database with our website's subscriber or login database? And a lot of publishers, when they come to us, typically small and medium-sized publishers, not so much dailies, they they tend to, they have their in-office database like their Excel file or Interlink or FileMaker Pro, whatever they store their subscriptions in. And by the way, we offer a free subscriptions database solution. It's in FileMaker Pro and it will sync with our system. You're welcome to a copy of it. Just call anytime. But a lot of publishers, when they come to us, they have their in-office database and then they have their website database. And when somebody subscribes on the web, they have to put it in their in-office database. And if somebody, subscribes by mailing in a check, or maybe they call in to the office and they change their mailing address, then the the staff member has to put it both in their in-office database and, assuming the person has online access, they have to put it in the online database. So it's like a double data entry thing, which you want to avoid because it's a lot of work and it's messy. And I guarantee if you're doing it that way, your databases are out of sync. And that's never pretty because you'll have subscribers who they're subscribed, but they find out, well, why can't I log in? What's wrong? Their data is out of sync. Their expiration date might be wrong on the internet. So, okay, let's show you Roar. I want to show you how we do it. Roar is our newspaper and magazine website solution. And, this is the back end of Roar, the staff interface. Roar does far more than just manage your subscriptions. You can post your stories to Roar. It'll even save your photos for the web automatically. You don't even have to think about it. You just take the raw photo and you upload it, whatever file format, and it'll crop it and resize it and make it a RGB JPEG. It'll automatically throw photos and slideshows. Putting up a video is easy. But anyways, you have a photo gallery where you can literally just hold down your shift key and upload a ton of photos. You've got your reader comments that you can process. You have your orders tab, which we're going to come back to. We're going to cover both the orders tab and the subscribers tab in this video. You also have your ads tab, which it's really easy to upload an ad, and it can be an ad that's in rotation from either an ad agency, so it's a snippet of code, or it's just an image that you haul link to somebody's website. You have a store, you have a bulk online subscription plan, which is a unique concept that I would urge you to read up on. There's an article at newspaperpros.com, newspaperpros, P-R-O-S.com, that covers the BOSP. You have an email tab, which is, how you send your weekly or so email out to your online subscribers. I wouldn't use the email tab. I would just sync your RSS feed that we provide you with MailChimp or Constant Contact and send your emails that way. Much easier. You have your classifieds tab because your website has a classified ad placement form where folks can place an ad, and so these ads are approved here by staff. And then you have a business directory. And there's tons of other features like, you have training videos, file manager, you have the auto renew feature, which we'll get into, and, control panel, etc. So let's narrow in and let's focus on what we came for, which is the subscribers tab. So your website has a subscribers database. Here's all the basic information. We're in our demo for lionslight.com. The demo is actually at lionslight.org. But you can see here's the basic information, and you can click on somebody and pull up, the rest of their information. And then you have these print expires and online expires columns. We call these classic subscriptions right here. And this is the auto renew subscriptions. So usually folks are either a classic subscriber, meaning not auto renew, or they're on auto renew, which means that they subscribe and their payment comes out automatically every month until they cancel or pause their subscriptions. If you don't offer auto renew subscriptions, you should. It makes no sense to just sell subscriptions that expire. You're just stuck with having to renew them every year. Okay, so you have your in-office database and you have your online database. How do you keep them in sync? Well, the way that we do it is you have an orders tab. And anytime anything happens on the website, from a user logging into their My Account page and changing information, this is the changed user information table, and this is what they changed, you don't really have to think about it. You just click on something and look for the color yellow. What did they change? Oh, they changed their name and their address, etc. So what you're supposed to do is, you see everything on the orders tab in our system has a process button, process user change. And what that means is I put it in my in-office database, meaning Interlink or Excel or the FileMaker Pro solution we can provide you for free. So if you follow that golden rule of clicking process means I put it in my in-office database, then your in-office database is always updated with whatever happened on the website. Same thing for trial subscriptions. There's going to be a link, and you're going to click process. I put it in my in-office database. And then you have like your new accounts, which are what somebody has to create before they take an auto-renew subscription, and then your actual auto-renew subscriptions. All this, these both have process buttons as well. Then you get down to orders that happen on the website. These two tables are really the same thing. It's orders from existing users, meaning they were logged in, and orders from new users, meaning they weren't logged in. And so what happens is when you look at a subscription that came in or a classified ad, it's not just subscriptions here, but subscriptions are all that we're really talking about. Everything has a process button. I put it in my in-office database. So before I move forward, I want to mention one thing, and that is, do you see these lines that are highlighted? That means they're incomplete transactions. If your website does not have this feature where it's reporting to you the sales that you almost made but you didn't, then you are probably losing out on 20% of your revenue. Most of our clients can pay our monthly bill with this single feature right here, because we're telling you the people who almost bought something in yellow as well as the people that actually bought something in white. And so all you'd have to do, like if Bill Billings here almost purchased a item from the store and a classified ad, or if Bob Smith almost took a new subscription, a couple items from the store and a classified ad, all you'd have to do is pick up the phone and call him and say, hey Bob, it looks like you wanted to buy XYZ. I'd be happy to take that order over the phone. Look at these as sales leads. So anyways, I digress. I just wanted to mention that because it's such an important feature, and I don't really know that most website providers offer that. Okay, so now anything that happens on the website, which lands on the orders tab, is always making its way into your in-office subscriptions database. Your in-office subscriptions database is always in sync with that information. So now what about data that comes in the old-fashioned way? Like for example, somebody calls in a subscription or calls in to renew or calls in an address change, etc. Well, all you have to do is put that in your in-office subscriptions database. Now it's always up to date. It's got everything that happened, the old-fashioned way, phone, mail, etc., and it's got everything that happened on the website. So then what? Well, once a week, at least in our system, this is how it works. Once a week, you come in, you click Show Admin Controls. You'll probably do this maybe every Friday at noon or something like that. You click Show Admin Controls, you come in. Now, if you're using Interlink, they wrote a plugin that'll export straight out of Interlink to a CSV file, or you can use our free FileMaker file, subscriptions database solution, which has the same feature where it'll export to a CSV file. Or you could use something like Excel and you could write an export routine. But the point is your in-office subscriptions database exports a CSV file. You come in and you import it. And literally, you have deleted this subscriber database right here and replaced it with a current, always up-to-date version of your in-office database. And that's how we handle it. I'm sure other providers will handle it a little differently. You do have to be aware, though, that you should be afraid of too much automation because, employees make mistakes. over automating can be a problem. So our philosophy is everything that lands on the orders page for the most part is money related, and we sort of want you to keep your eyes on the ball, eyes on the money that come in. Your subscribers are the most important thing to you, and your subscribers and your advertisers. And so we figure everything that comes in you should have eyes on, should not be over automated, and so this is the solution that we provide to our clients. If you have any questions or would like a free copy of our FileMaker subscriptions database, just reach out. Thank you.